Hi viewers, this video is for the detailed explanation of additional controller 2 of exam tool. So we have already gone through additional controller 1. So this is the follow-up video for that. Uh, let's start by giving the username and password. Click on remember me to remember this username and password and then sign in. Here, this is our home page of additional controller 2. So, additional controller one was all about maintenance of the data before the examination. So, additional controller two is all about the data which we are going to give, like which is useful after the examination. So, this is also referred to as post examination. That was pre examination, and this is post examination. So, let's start with digital valuation. So, first is final internal marks. Here you can find the final internal marks of the students in a particular section of a particular subject. So these are the final internal examination marks: mid 1 marks, mid 2 marks, 100% marks, like what is the total marks, and the minimum marks, the viva marks, average of the all the marks, and the status, like the pass or fail. So all the details related to internal examination you can find here. And if you want to search for a particular student's data, then you can use this search bar given here. Type the student name. See, I've got the details here. So you can also print the list that you got here, and you can also download by clicking on this option given here, to download the list that we have generated here. So let's move on to external registration approval. So this is to register for an external valuator. Click on get. So here you will get the valuer name, like who is going to be the external valuator, the valuer name, the email of that the person, and the mobile number, and click on view to get his details, like what is his or her designation, highest qualification, teacher expertise, every detail of that faculty or the valuer will will be getting it here. So I have chosen the subject from here, and this is the username and password of that valuer, and click on accept here, to accept that valuer further, to register as the external. Next is faculty remuneration maintenance. Here will give the amount that is to be given to internal faculty and external faculty as remuneration. So here we are giving, here we have to give the amount per booklet amount for the internal faculty and per booklet amount to the external faculty. We have to give the amount here. The amount should be given to the internal external invigilator, and here we have to give per student amount for the practical and per student amount for the project. And this page is to set the remuneration amount for the external and internal faculty. Give After giving all the details, just click on save here. So now let's move on to allotment external faculty to booklet. So we have examination booklets. So we have to assign faculty to evaluate those booklets. So first, let's select the details. There's no Okay, there's no subject. So if after selecting the subject, just click on get details. So you will get all the booklets of the students who gave examination, and here you have to click on get valuers, to get the list of all the registered external valuers. So you can assign the booklets to those. You can check. So you can assign the those booklets, those external examination booklets, to that valuers. Next is allotment external faculty to booklet. Okay, that allotment was for regular examination, and this allotment is for revaluation examination allotment. So if we want, if a student applies for the revaluation, just select these details, give all the details here. And same thing here, get details, click on get details to find a list of the students who have applied for the revaluation, and click on get valuers here to find the list of registered external valuators. So you can assign these booklets to the selected register external valuator. So this is it for this. Now let's move on to external evaluator status. So after we allot external to the booklets to the externals, we can check the status of the valuation here. So here the subject name is this, and click on get marks to see the status. See, we have the marks the student has scored, the OMR code, the start date, and date, all the details of the valuation here. So similarly, click on get practical subjects, theory evaluator status. So all the status of the valuation, like the completed, here you can see completed books, incomplete book. So status of the valuation can be seen here. Now let's move on to chief valuation allotment. We are allotting a chief valuator here. So for that, first select the details. Okay. Okay. So these are the details. We have to select the details here, like this is default. We have to select the faculty, so we don't have faculty in the list. So we are going to assign valuator. This allotment of the faculty or allotment of the external is specific to subjects. We are going to assign faculty to each subject here. Click on add valuer here. In this way we can allot a chief valuator. So next is chief valuation analysis. So here we can view the analysis report of valuation. So after giving all the details, click on get results here to find the list of um, analysis reports of the valuation. You can also print this report. You can also download this report by clicking on this option. So the valuation done by chief valuator and external valuator, both of that can be compared here. So now let's move on to scrutiny valuation allotment. Here give all the details and click on get details here. Okay, after giving details here as well, choose on dates and click on add value here. So after clicking on add value, you'll find the list of the booklets here. So to those booklets we have to assign scrutiny. Okay, so now let's move on to scrutiny evaluation status view. So we have allotted scrutiny to the booklets. Here you can see or view the status of scrutiny evaluation. Click on view here. So there's no data here, but you can find the list of scrutiny booklets here like and find the status of the valuation. Now let's move on to multiple valuation comparison. So we have done multiple valuations here, like scrutiny valuation, external valuation, chief valuation. So we can compare all those valuations here. Just give the exam title, like whatever the details are required here. So these are the booklet numbers. This is the valuation one result. This is valuation two result. So you can compare all the marks that you have gotten three valuations here. You can here by clicking on the print, you can print this list here, and you can also download by clicking on the download option given. Okay, this is it for the digital valuation. Let's move on to manual valuation. First is marks upload internal. Here, before you start uploading the internal marks, first click on the download Excel template. So after you download the template, use the template to give the details of the internal examination marks, and click on choose file here. Select the file and open it. Before you upload this, select all the details, like to which this internal marks are going to be given, to which section and to which examination, to which semester. We have chosen all the appropriate details here. Now click on upload to upload the file you have given here. Next comes final internal marks. You can find here the internal examination marks, the list of the marks here. Okay, so this is the list of final internal marks here. So you can print this list generated here, and you can also download this list by clicking on the download option given. And if you want to search for any particular student from this list, and just search by their name or roll number. uh, I'm typing the name here. See, I've got this icon ready. Now let's move on to marks upload external. So here you can upload the final external marks or external booklets here. So before that, click on the valuation number and give the type of valuation. And here, download Excel template. So I'll open this file here. So this is the format that should be followed to upload the data. Give the booklet number, give the marks, and the bundle number and the bundle serial number. These are the details that this is the format that should be followed to upload the file, upload the data. So after you fill that template, just click on choose file, select the file, click on open, and click on upload here. In this way, you can successfully upload the external booklets for the manual valuation. Next, booklet status. So here you can find the status of the booklet valuation. You can select all the details here. Select the required details from the drop down, and click on view here to find the status of the booklets, to find the list of the booklets and their valuation status. Next is multiple valuation comparison. You can just like in the digital valuation, here also you can compare the multiple valuations done. Give all the details first. So we don't have data here, but you can compare the multiple valuations that has done, and you can print it. You can also download this the list you have generated here. Next is revaluation marks upload. So here you can upload. Just click on choose file, and you can upload the revaluation marks of the students after valuation. Just click on choose file, select the required file, and then click on upload. Next is external student marks view. Student, here you can find the list of student marks in the external examination. Just use the exam title and see, you can find the list of the examination. So this list has the serial number, the booklet number, the marks obtained, the username of the external that has evaluated this, and the role, and the date and time of upload. You can find all the details of that. Next, let's move on to supply marks upload. So here, the supplementary examination marks can be uploaded here. So first, give all the details. After selecting all the details, just click on choose file and select the file that has supplementary marks. So click on download Excel template here, so that you can download an Excel file that has the format that has to be followed to upload the supplementary marks. Now let's move on to, okay, this is it in the manual validation. Let's move on to results. Here you can find the results of the examination. Just give all the details first. And if the valuation is done, just click on the process result here to publish the results that are and just click on process result to publish the results. You can also download the list. So give all the details here and click on process result. So you'll find a list of the marks here, which can be published. And click on this download button given here to download the list. Next is result publishing. So here, after giving all the required details, here you can click on unpublished result. In this page, we have published the results that have after valuation. Here you can click on the unpublished result to delete the data or to delete the marks that we have published. Here, this is the T sheet. Here, this is the T sheet. Select all the required information from the drop down here, so you can find all the marks particular for each exam for each student. So you'll find the roll number, the course code, and the course name, and all the marks he scored in the examination: internal, external, total, grade points, grades, credits, SGPA, CGPA, each student particular to each subject. So now let's move on to toppers list. Here you can find the view of the topper students, the students who have topped in the examination. And here give 10, like if I'm giving the 10 number 10, it means the top 10 of that batch will be shown here. These are the top 10 in this batch. the list will have the roll numbers, their branch, and the CGPA they have scored. Okay, next, this is the results. Then move on to let's move on to grace marks. Definition grace marks. So here we are going to define the grace marks. So here we are going to like give the number, like how many subjects can be excluded in CMM or CGC, and maximum credits that can be excluded from CMM or CGC, and the grace percentage can be added for obtaining next class. So we have to classify all the data here. We have to define so how much percentage we can give as grace marks, as grace percentage, and how many marks we can give as grace marks. We have to define. So the next one is grace marks entry. So we have already defined the grace marks here in the last page. Here we can give grace marks to each student. Like after you click on show students, we'll find a list of the students who may require grace marks. So we can give grace marks to each student from that list. Next is CMM and PC tracking numbers. So here we can upload a Excel sheet with the CMM and PC certificates tracking numbers. Just click on choose file and upload the file. But before that, click on download Excel template here. So on open. This template can be used to fill the data and upload it here. So this is the format that needs to be followed: serial number, roll number, and CMM tracking number and PC tracking number. This is the format that has to be followed. Use the template that we have given, fill the data there, click on choose file and upload that file here. So now let's move on to CMM and PC tracking number for students. Here you have to give the roll number, and then you will find CMM or PC tracking number specific to that student. Next is affiliated maintenance. So here you can upload the affiliated marks. Click on give all the details here, give the exam title, and click on choose file and upload the file which has all the affiliated marks. Now let's move on to graph reports. So here, after giving all the details, we are going to see a graph which shows the total number of students, the pass percentage, and the fail percentage in a graph. So now let's move on to exam tool branch wise dashboard. So this report was a batch wise report. This graph you see would be a batch wise report. Now let's move on to branch wise report. So after giving all the details here, you'll find a graph like this, which shows this is a total number of students that are 50, and this is the pass percentage that is 100%. That means the 50 students present in the class, the total 50 students have passed in the subject. So there's no failed graph here as no one failed. Now let's move on to exam tool valuation statistics. Here you can see a graph which shows the statistics of this exam cell software, which shows the statuses of the exam cell valuation. So you can see a graph which shows total booklets, the completed and the pending one. So now let's move on to historical records. After giving all the details, we can find the previous data that we have uploaded in the Excel format. Can I move the circulars? You can view the circulars of the institution. Just click on the view given beside each circular and you can open this. You can download and print this. Okay, go back. This is it for additional controller 2 or valuation module. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.